And we're starting to stream now.
All right. So where are you, Chris?
Uh,
I'm in front of the hub building here.
Making sure that Minecraft is showing, and it's not.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there it goes. Minecraft showing now.
Nice. Oh,
After
and
I
there you
top
are.
up.
You're right next to me.
Hello.
All right. So welcome, those of you who are watching. We are Playful Digital Learning, and we offer a wide variety of online classes pertaining to Minecraft. This particular world that we're on right now is normally reserved for our Journey to the Ender Dragon survival camp. And it's a 5 week, or sorry, a 5 day class, Monday through Friday. Or it can be split up across multiple weeks. So, for example, every Saturday or every Friday. So we're very flexible there. But right now we are in the hub building. And the concept behind this class is this class is for beginners, and it's for students to start out the week completely from scratch. And by the end of the week, we beat the Ender Dragon. So right now we're in the first room of our hub building, and you can see we have some very basic concepts here for beginners. So we show some of the crafting recipes for some of the tools. We have an axe, we have the sword, the hoe, and the shovel. That's just to get students started. And we have the crafting table over here and a furnace, and we show how the furnace works over here. Um, this is one of my favorite little corners here because we actually use some player heads to illustrate some of their graphics in the furnace. And this particular display shows students how to smelt iron. And you can see behind us over here, we have this wall of ores. And this is to demonstrate mining. And students always they're tempted to come over here and mine the diamonds. And I have to tell them, oh no, this is just for show. This is just for display. So anyways, this is the first day. And as we come in here, I guess this is already open, but we have this little door. And as we progress throughout the week, we move farther back into the building. So here we have a little model of a Minecraft village. So you can see we've got a little house over here, and we even show the different animals for students who are really new to the game. So we talk about how to breed animals, how to get food, that sort of thing. And we've got some cool farms over here showing the different crops in Minecraft. Now, day three, we actually move on. Day three or day four, depending on how things are going, we move on to the Nether. And if I open this door here, we can move into the Nether room. And we have a little model of a Nether fortress. It's a very mini model. And where this pink wool is here, there would normally be a blaze spawner. And we have some invisible protections. Uh, you'll notice, for starters, there's not a blaze spawner here because blazes can be very destructive. And actually, behind us over here, we have this little platform, but it's invisible. We use the invisible barrier blocks. So the idea here is that students come over here, they climb up the tree, they get stand up there, and they watch me demonstrate the blaze mob safely. And then over here, you can see we've got a little model of the Basalt Delta biome. We tried to get as much stuff fit into this one room as we could. And then for the uh, second to last day on Thursday, and then the final day on Friday, we move into this final room here. This is the end dimension. And um, our fantastic builder, Michelle, worked on this room. And you can see we kind of made it look like it was space. We've got some skulk blocks over here and some cool little nether stars to simulate the stars of the end dimension. Most importantly, though, we have these big pillars here. And these pillars represent the pillars that are in the end. So we have the end crystals here. And it's always fun to have students. I have them sort of stand back here at the start of the room and to try to shoot the end crystals. But once again, we had to be creative with how we demonstrate these things, because the end crystals, as I'm sure many of you will know, are very explosive when you hit them. So there are more invisible barrier blocks around here, and we sort of sculpted it so there's one narrow window where you can shoot an arrow through and it'll blow it up, but it won't blow up the room. We have the room protected here. So this was a lot of fun to work on. But yeah, this is the main hub building. And then why don't we go outside? We have some more stuff to check out. So if we come out back here, I guess out front, here is where we normally demonstrate all the different types of mobs. You can see some of them are empty because the world right now is set to peaceful mode, but we have all of the standard mobs. And behind us over here, we have the enchanting library. Enchanting is something that students are always excited about. And on day 4, we work on getting a full enchanting table with level 30, which is the maximum level of enchanting in Minecraft. And you can see here we have the full library set up. But students don't use this to enchant. We just use this to show them how it works. You can see we've got the crafting recipes over here for how to make a book, and an enchanting table and a bookshelf. So we show them how to get started, and then students collect the resources. So throughout this camp, students are doing the work. We split up into individual projects. We have students gather resources or work on building our base camp, and then there are group projects. So group building projects, and then we all go into the nether together, for example, to gather some blaze rods and some ender pearls to get ready for the final boss fight at the end, which is always what students are the most excited for, is beating the ender dragon. So yeah, this is the world, and I think the one thing we haven't seen is when they come out from here. Sort of a minor little detail, but once again, our fabulous builder, Michelle, made this little fishing lake here. So for students who aren't familiar with the fishing rod, they can grab a fishing rod, and we demonstrate how fishing works in Minecraft. So let's see if I can. Okay, yeah, we're both gonna do it. Let's see if we can catch
I just went
something.
before you.
I'm not sure who will do it. There. I got one.
That's a shame.
It's always random. It's random in Minecraft. I was lucky. Let's see what you get. I got a raw cod.
I got nothing.
Oh, there's something. You got a lily pad. Woohoo. So we're waiting for some students to join. But in case students don't join, we're going to go through some of the content that we teach in the survival class, and then maybe do another fun little activity as well. But what we have planned for today, when our students show up, is behind us over here. You can see there's this big stone structure. It's not the most visually appealing thing in the world, but that's okay, because this would be built in survival mode. This is what's called a mob grinder. So in Minecraft, mobs are any little creatures. So there's zombies, skeletons, spiders that can spawn in here, creepers. And the idea is, if we actually break this wall here and we come inside, I can break it right here. Oh wait, that's too low. I have to find just the right level.
Why is
There
this
we
called
go.
a grinder?
It's called the grinder because if we come inside here, you'll see there's a skeleton over here. And mobs will spawn in these little rooms, but you'll see there's water, these water streams, right? So at random points when mobs spawn, they will naturally start to walk towards the edge here, and then they'll fall. Oh, there we go, just on command. There he goes. And you'll see he'll fall. Whoa. Oh, he's just stuck on the edge. We'll give him a little help here. There you go. They fall down to the very bottom, and then they die and they drop. They leave their drops. So you can see in this chest here, this is actually a very simple design, but it's very effective. This world has been running probably for only maybe 2 hours maximum while I was getting all the content set up. And you can see we already have a lot of different mob drops in here. And these are all very useful for players in survival mode, especially towards the beginning of the game. You can see we've got some arrows for bows, we've got some gunpowder, there's some string to make fishing rods and bows, and there's some bones, which are always helpful for farming, right? For making bone meal to make crops grow faster. So this is something that's very simple in principle, but I'm sure students will be really excited about because it'll get them a lot of resources. So yeah, this is sort of part one, phase one for today. And why don't we fly on out of here? I think we had a hole up here. It's at the very top. There it is. Yeah. So phase two, if you will, for today, if we follow the river, here, I have this little room tucked away, and let's see once the students join if they discover it. Oh, you just flew past me. It's really easy to miss. Yeah, I intentionally hid this. So if we come under water here, we've got this cool little room. And today we're also going to be exploring the trail ruins. And the trail ruins are sort of a newer feature in Minecraft. Chris, I forgot. I think it was a year or two ago? It was fairly recent, right, that they added these?
It was less than a year, just a year, I think.
The year? Yeah. So in this room, we demonstrate all of the different concepts behind the trail ruins. So the trail ruins are really exciting because Minecraft sort of introduced archaeology into the game for the first time. You can see behind us over here, there's a little crafting recipe, and this shows how to make the brush. And the brush is the most fundamental thing you can get in Minecraft for archaeology because if I give myself one, you can see in the middle of the room, we have some sand and some gravel, but not all of it is just regular sand and gravel. If you look closely, you can see the artwork or the design of the blocks are slightly different. There's a slightly different pattern. So if we try to right click on normal sand or gravel, if you hold it down, you see these particles will come out and the brush will sort of make a cool little sweeping animation. But nothing really happens, right? We can sweep and sweep and sweep, but nothing's going to happen. However, if we move over to the gravel on the left here, that looks slightly different, and then we hold it down. As we hold it down, you will see we get nothing right now. That's okay. That's because this suspicious sand and suspicious gravel, as it's called, is not natural. However, if we were doing this in the wilds, if you will, if we were at a trail ruins, then you would see items come out of them. And through sifting through the sand and gravel, it's called suspicious sand and suspicious gravel, you can actually get a lot of really interesting loot. And in this room, we show some of the loot that you can get. So over here, we have the really cool new items called decorated pots. And if you look closely, you can see each side is actually different. Each side has a different, what's called pottery sherd on it. And a sherd is just a fragment of pottery. And you can see over here in this sort of mock crafting table, we show how to craft a decorated pot. And the four example items you see here are four of the many different types of pottery sherds that are in the game and the many different types you can get from the trail ruins. So they're all unique. And there are 7 different pottery sherds you can get just from the trail ruins alone, just by sifting through the suspicious sand and the suspicious gravel. And that's this side of the room. And then why don't we move over to the other side, because there's even rarer loot, even cooler loot, if you will, over here. Now you can see, in addition to the pottery sherds, we also have the different, what are called armor trims, or smithing templates rather, the different smithing templates on display. And if you hover over each one, I named them. So you can see in the trail ruins, you have the option to find up to 4 different types of smithing templates. And in Minecraft, these smithing templates are hidden in suspicious sand and suspicious gravel, and they're also in some chests in different structures. So for example, for those of you that have been to the Pillager Outpost, you have the chance of finding one there. There's the option to find one in the Ocean Monument. And in the Trail Ruins, you get it the same way as you get the pottery sherds. You just get it by taking your brush and sifting through the suspicious sand or suspicious gravel. So what are these smithing templates? So smithing templates are really cool because, and we'll be using this table right here, it's called the smithing table. If you get armor, it can be any kind of armor. I want to use netherite armor. I'll use netherite armor. And you grab one of these smithing templates. I'll grab the shaper one, for example. And then you take any type of ore, really. We actually have the different examples in this chest off to the right. I'm going to use nether quartz. And you combine those 3 items in the smithing table. So I'm going to combine the armor trim, I'm using a netherite chest plate, and I'm using nether quartz. You can get a uniquely decorated piece of armor. And I'll put mine on so you can see. But there are many different types of combinations, thanks to the many different types of smithing templates and different ores that you can add on to them to combine. I see you're working on yours, Chris. Awesome. Wow, looking snazzy. Awesome. And the last piece of loot you'll see here, this is the last piece of real loot, because when you're sifting through the suspicious sand and suspicious gravel, most of the time, you'll get really common pieces of loot. So you'll get, for example, a glass pane or a brick or maybe an emerald. But sometimes you have the chance to get any one of these rare pieces of loot. And the last rare piece of loot I want to show you is actually a music disc. It's called Relic, and you can only get it in the Trail Ruins. And we actually have a little jukebox over here if you want to listen to it. This one, I think, is my favorite in the game. I have to turn my music on. So yeah, that is all of the different things that we will be doing today when our students join. Let's see. I just want to check to make sure I haven't gotten any messages from them. I have not. Well, let's wait maybe another few more minutes, and then if they don't join, Chris, maybe you and I can do some exploring of the Trail Ruins. All right, so why don't we go back up to the surface? I can maybe talk about some of the other classes that we offer, because the class that we talked about earlier, the one that I talked about over here at this big hub building, our journey to the Ender Dragon camp, is just one of many, many, many different types of classes that we offer here at Playful Digital Learning. So in addition to survival classes, so we have this class, which is more for beginners, and we have another camp called From the Wither to the Warden, which is meant to sort of be taken after this camp, or if you're maybe more advanced, you can take it independently. But in that class, we cover everything that you do after you beat the Ender Dragon in survival mode. So we beat the Warden, we beat the Wither, we go to the Nether dimension, and we raid the Nether Bastion remnant, the end cities. We do all of that stuff and more in that class. We also teach building classes. So we have our one-time classes. We have our 101 class, which is for beginners who are completely new to Minecraft. We have our 202 class, which is our build and design class that's maybe for more intermediate or advanced builders. And we also have, as you know, Chris, since you're one of the fabulous teachers that teach that class, we have our 303 class, our redstone class. And I know you guys build many really cool things with redstone in that class. Do you have a favorite redstone concept that you've taught so far, maybe? I know you've taught many. I was I was thinking more of like what you built before, but that's cool too. I know in that class we teach things that are more advanced than that, but no, no. You like buttons and levers? Okay. So besides those classes, we also have our writing camps. So those are really cool. I really enjoy teaching those because we combine writing and traditional writing elements like we talked about grammar and storytelling and structure with Minecraft. So the idea there is students come up with a story, usually relating to Minecraft in some way, and they write their story. We help them write and grow as writers, and they also get to come into Minecraft and build things in Minecraft that they'll use as pictures. So I will take the pictures and then put them in our Minecraft book, if you will, on a Google document or on a Google slide. So there's that one. There's also our Travel the World class, which is another exciting class we offer. That's a camp. And in the Travel the World camp, students will choose a country. So, for example, the last Travel the World camp I taught, we chose Egypt. And students will learn about that country. They'll read about it. And then they will make a presentation through Google Slides where they will present what they found about it. And they'll also make structures. They'll do builds in Minecraft that represent that country. So, for example, for Egypt, if I recall, we made the Great Pyramid. One of the Great Pyramids, we made the Suez Canal. And I'm trying to remember the third one, but anyways, so we make those builds in Minecraft, and then we add those pictures to the slideshow presentation. And then if students are comfortable, we record them speaking their audio, and it's sort of like a guided presentation for people who are watching. So that one's really fun. We also offer our Minecraft movie making camp, which is another class that I really like to teach. It's a week-long camp, and in that class, students, we start the week out from scratch, kind of like this camp here, this world that we're on. And students come up with a story idea, and they write the script. We help them to write a script, and they make really awesome builds in Minecraft. I've seen them make some really incredible things. For example, one movie camp I remember teaching, we did the Atlantis theme, and we have a special underwater map for that one. And I remember my students built this really cool big temple. And then after students are done building and writing, they choose what skins they want and they act it out. They are the actors in addition to the writers and the directors. And we are the camera people. And so we record their actions and we edit it together so that shortly after class is over and the camp ends, students get to see a completed Minecraft movie, which is always a lot of fun. And it's always fun to see their reactions to that. We also offer our Minecraft skin making class, and I I feel like I need to take this class because I have never actually made a skin in Minecraft before. This skin that I'm wearing right now is made by a really good friend of mine who is a really talented artist. But we have that class, and we also have our. Ooh, Chris, do you want to talk about our new class that you have been working on?
There is
So,
also a game development class where where students are taught how to code using Game Maker Studio, where you can make your
ooh.
own video games.
That sounds really exciting. So, what types of games would students make? Is there like a set theme, or is it just anything that they want?
So each class has its own set theme.
Oh,
For
interesting.
example, I believe the beginner class is a side scroller.
A side scroll. What is a side scroller?
Well, what did we call it? It's similar to the actual name of the genre.
I know there are a lot of different kinds of games.
It's where you shoot to the left side of or the right side of the screen as a spaceship as other spaceships come towards you.
Oh, cool. That sounds like fun. So you have a side scroller game. What other kinds of games do the students get to make?
Well, we just made an RPG game lesson. There's
Ooh, that
also a
sounds like a lot of
platformer
fun.
lesson,
Nice.
and currently
Oh,
being worked on is a tower defense lesson.
oh my goodness. I think the first game that I have memories of playing, I must have been, oh my goodness. I don't even remember how young I was. I remember it was in the computer lab of my elementary school, and it was Balloons Tower Defense. That was sort of the first video game that I have, or I guess let me rephrase that. The first computer game that I have memories of playing. Because we also had a Wii. But that, yeah, when you said tower defense, that's what immediately jumped into my mind. And I know that's still a very popular genre, so I'm sure students would love to play that. But yeah, so we offer those classes. We also have our regular Minecraft coding classes for those of you that have watched some of our previous live streams. We've had some fun. We had a maze that you just type in a command and your player would automatically solve it, quote unquote, but just by moving through it automatically. So that was a lot of fun. We did a diamond finder lesson. I remember Ashton helping me work through that, and I was really excited to find diamonds just by typing in a command. And we do lots of other really fun lessons in that
Sounds like
class.
cheating.
So, well,
It's not cheating if you do
if
it yourself.
if it was a normal survival class, this class, right, like the survival classes, we would never do that. But in the coding classes, see, that's different because it's coding and students are using their minds to code. So yeah. So yeah, we have the coding classes, and oh my goodness, we have so many. I'm trying to remember them all. Chris, if I know I missed at least one. What have we've gone over the skin making classes,
Building
all the
classes?
yeah, I went over those, the building classes. Oh, we have our one of our newer classes is a camp. That's our gamers intro to video editing camp. And in that week-long camp, students will get to record a game of their choice and make a project by the end of the week using DaVinci Resolve, which is a professional video editing program. And I so far have only taught one of those classes just because it's a new, it's a new camp. But my student was really excited at the end of that class because they really wanted to start their own YouTube channel. And it was nice to be able to give them the skills and the confidence that they needed to do that. So
That's
yeah.
so wholesome.
Anyway, so I think our students maybe are having some difficulties here. I don't think Oh wait, I got a message. Okay. All right. So yeah, I think they will not be joining us today. So Chris, why don't you and I maybe we can go check out the trail ruins?
Okay.
All right. Cool. So why don't we go back to that room we were at earlier because I have some items for us to grab. It's by the big patch of gravel there.
By the way, are you going to be editing this into a video?
Yes, I will.
Hopefully I got some good cinematography. I had to tab out a few times though.
No worries, no worries. All right, so this chest over here on the left is the chest we want to look at. So if you grab one of the shulkers, we have the Trail Ruins kit here, and you can grab. You see, I gave both of us a lot of brushes because, as you know, the brushes tend to break really quickly. So. Anyways, and why don't we get rid of our armor? We want to get rid of our armor because we don't want to cheat. We gotta find the smithing templates now to decorate our armor. All right, so I have the coordinates saved.
Is it the one that's underwater?
This one I decided to give us an easier one this time.
Oh,
So
thank goodness.
viewers of our previous live streams will remember that we in a previous one of these, Chris and Ashton, another one of our teachers, went through a trail ruins, but the one that we got teleported to was underwater. So we had to spam a lot of sponges. We had to drain a lot of stuff.
It was very backbreaking work.
Yes, but we did it. You guys did it. You overcame. So
because that stuff belongs in a museum.
It does. It belongs in.
Unlike what Ashton thought.
You know what? You're right. Ashton wanted to destroy the trail ruins, but we're going to proceed with caution today. We're going to respect the remnants.
Exactly.
All right. So, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So, let me bring. Oh, are we? Oh, we got. I got put underground. I'm gonna teleport to you because I got. For some reason, I got put underground. Okay, cool. So I'll put both of us into survival mode. Oh, are you building a beacon, Chris? You are.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, brush.
Yeah. Oh, I already see the first suspicious. I got a brown candle. Let's go.
That is insane loot right there.
I think that's
I don't think we need to go any further.
You know,
I think
we you're right. I think we've achieved we found the rarest item.
we should bring it to the World Heritage Society and just like cash
there
our
you
prize.
go. We can display it back at the hub building for future students to marvel at the professionalism of their teachers.
18 pixels and all.
Yes. All right. So we're gonna respect the remnants this time?
Oh yes.
So we're gonna dig around it. Oh, you gave yourself a netherite shovel. See, the reason why I gave us iron shovels was I'm always paranoid to use a fast shovel once we like get in there, because I'm always afraid that I'm gonna break the suspicious gravel.
So I gotta do it one layer at a time.
That is true.
We're doing this properly this time.
Yes. We are archaeologists. We are professionally accredited Minecraft archaeologists.
Exactly.
We see the game is acknowledging that we are in fact respecting the remnants.
It's all of our hard work paying off.
Yeah. I love the sound that the the mud bricks make when you walk over them.
True. Very nice noises.
Okay, so I don't know if this gravel over here is a part. I think yeah, it's partly a part of it. So I gotta move around the gravel here. So I remember when the trail ruins first came out, I went to explore. I went to try to find one first of all, one of my friends, and it took us so long because the trail ruins are only found in specific areas. One of which is in a birch forest near like a lake or a river, which is where we're at.
Mm.
And I think, if I recall correctly, we ended up finding one in a jungle.
It's not Instamine. I must rectify this mistake immediately.
I'm still going with the slower pickaxe and shovel. I don't trust myself to I don't want to accidentally hack away at this.
It appears you are the one who both snoozes and loses. I am the early bird, and I have the worm.
Yeah, oh my goodness, you have everything.
Nobody expected it, but I do.
Sending a message to a student real fast.
There we go.
I can already hear you moving a lot faster.
Oh yes. That's with my name. A lot faster. And I'm currently moving myself. Oh. Joshua, I think you should maybe get this. You should use a brush right here.
You're right. I should. What am I?
Is that what I think it is?
That is an armor trim. Woohoo! I'll have to put this in the shulker box so we don't accidentally lose it. I got the shaper armor trim, so I got one of the 4 possible armor trims we can get. So these trail ruins, they look small on the surface, but they actually expand a lot as you get further underground. As we saw that last time we went looking at one.
Would you like a pickaxe?
Do I trust myself with a faster pickaxe is the question. I guess we'll find out. Thank you. All right.
Now remember, we must preserve this, so if you break a block by accident, you must replace it.
You know what? You're right. And just as you said that, accidentally broke the block.
Here, see.
I'm gonna move very slowly. I don't think the coal's not a part of this run, so.
an ancient coal mine. Ah, so there's coarse dirt down here.
If this was if we were like on a survival server playing from scratch, I'd be really excited about that actually, because I love building with it's gonna sound horrible, but I love building with dirt.
Honestly, though, I get it.
You can actually get a good block palette going. Get some dirt, some coarse dirt. Maybe throw in a little what's it called? Pack mode.
Ooh. Oh,
Oh, I got one.
but what's this? I got a disc.
You got the disc? Awesome. I got a light blue dye.
Oh, I got a light blue dye. Uh-oh.
Great.
I just found this in my inventory.
Yeah, we can pretend like that didn't happen.
Exactly.
We respect the remnants here.
Sometimes you have to be a little disrespectful to be respectful. That's not a lesson I want to be teaching.
Okay, what am I? Oh, I got a block of clay. Let's go.
Heck yeah.
I still think the brown candle, that's the rarest one we got.
I mean, in terms of speaking of like, brown candles are technically pretty rare. Because there's all the different colors.
You know what? You are right. I think my brown candle is going to be
exactly. You gotta hype yourself up.
I mean, does anyone else who's on the server right now have a brown candle?
Yes. No, just kidding.
Don't diminish my accomplishment.
I'll diminish what I want. Well, I have something to one-up you, actually.
What did you get? What could possibly... A red kit? Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's game over now.
Game over, man. Game over. This goes
Alright, what am I
so
gonna...
deep.
What am I gonna get here? I think it's nothing rare. What is it? It is a dead bush.
Oh, I got a dead bush.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I've got some very interesting. I got another clay block and what is this going to be? Another light blue dye. Wow.
The odds of that are insane. Honestly, like, I think you should be awarded a what is it? A Nobel Peace Prize?
For
yeah.
I have created much peace through my 2 light blue dye.
Exactly.
Oh, there's some chests in here. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How?
Huh?
Oh, is this your chest?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought someone else had been here before. It's like, wait a minute. How is that possible?
Magic. It was Dr. Lee.
Dr. Lee was super force. She's just that good.
She's the precursor. You just break a dirt. brick in my block. There you go.
Safe light repair, safe light replace.
How? Jeez, how deep is this? Oh.
At this point, I'm basically just clicking with the pickaxe because it mines so fast. I don't want to accidentally break anything. There's some stone.
Oh, I found a brick.
Nice. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. You got the first step done. You got
Are
your
we
first
building
brick.
Rome?
I think maybe the next live stream. That's what we'll do. We'll build Rome. Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
We the live streams we progressively they keep getting more and more advanced. So didn't you guys built the Colosseum on one of them, right?
Yes.
That was one of them. So part one is done.
The first brick is laid.
Yes.
Oh, I found a pottery sherd.
Nice.
Oops.
So what's your like your earliest memory of Minecraft?
Digging. Oh, being in the desert and having like 6 blocks of stand, screaming out loud when I saw a creeper, and then blocking myself in.
Nice. Mine was my neighbor was the one that showed me Minecraft. And I think the first time I played, I fell right into lava. Like I went into a cave and I was so excited, I just ran right through and like I didn't even see it. And then I remember playing on my phone and like the early animation for when you would break a block on the phone was like a circle that would expand.
Oh, that, yeah.
And it would get like would turn solid, and when it did that, it kind of inside the little white circle, it would kind of invert some of the colors. So when I was mining dirt, it looked like I was mining diamonds, and I was very excited, and then very disappointed very fast.
That's amazing.
Got a couple more suspicious. Oh, I got my first pottery sherd. Nice. What's this one
No.
gonna be? Oh, is that another pottery sherd? Another pot. Wow, lucky. I have friend and burn. Those are the two ones I have. That's quite the combination. Ow. Suspicious stuff. Okay, glass pane. Very useful for building a house. What's this one?
You know what they say? Rome wasn't built with glass.
That's right. It was built with glass panes.
Exactly.
Because they were fancy.
Those Romans knew what they were doing.
Suspicious. Another piece of glass. Another glass.
Oh, lovely. Lapis, this high?
nice, nice. Do you have a favorite thing that you've built in Minecraft so far?
Um, hmm. I built a tower.
Tower. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Was it like a skyscraper or?
It was like a magical tower that had like a bunch of different colors on it.
Oh, awesome. Oh my goodness, this thing goes into a cave over here. It's so big.
What'd you say, Joshua?
I said this trail ruin goes into a cave over here, and there's water flooding, and it is very big.
Oh. Oh, another pottery sherd.
Nice, nice. How many do you have so far?
I've collected 2 so far.
It'll be interesting to see if we're still within beacon range by the time we're done mining all this out.
Good point.
Found some gravel over here. There'll be any suspicious gravel, though. That's what we got. Suspicious gravel.
Oh, pink glass pane.
Right.
Another pottery sherd.
Ooh, okay. So
Fire.
we're both just one away from being able to make a decorated pot.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Looks like we have a student who's joining.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Join and then left.
Or not. I think you're underneath the structure now.
I am. I'm trying to. There's a lot of gravel here, but so far no suspicious gravel. Oh, perfect. All right. Welcome, Orange Illusioner.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I think you had tried to join the server and then you were disconnected. Are you able to join?
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. So why don't I'll head over to you. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. So today we are working on a couple of really interesting things. Now, have you been on this server before, Orange Illusioner? I don't think you have. So this is a really cool world that we usually use for our survival camp, specifically our journey to the Ender Dragon camp. So we have this really cool hub building over there that shows students who are new to the game how survival Minecraft works. Now, Orange Illusioner, if I recall, you said that you've told me before that you really like survival mode, right? You've played survival before.
Yeah.
Nice. So then you've probably seen a lot of the stuff before, right?
Yeah.
At least at the beginning part of this. All right. Well, the things that we're doing today are actually outside. So why don't you follow me? I'll show you. So the first thing, actually, there's a secret little room. If we follow the river, do you see this big river over here?
Yeah.
All right, so if we follow this river, right over here, and you come down the staircase, okay. So, can you guess what this room is about?
Pottery?
That's one of the things. So, have you ever been to the Trail Ruins before?
What's the Trail Ruins?
Perfect. Sounds like this is the perfect class for you then. I'm actually glad you said that. So in Minecraft, the Trail Ruins are sort of like an ancient ruins of an ancient civilization. There are these structures. They're very rare. That I can actually share my screen with you. I can show you some pictures. I have some pictures saved for you actually. So if I pull up the
So do I take one of the kits?
So in a minute, I just want to show you something first. I'm going to share my screen with you on Zoom. Let's see, share screen. All right, so do you see my screen?
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like on the surface. On the surface, it doesn't look like much, right? You'll see there's some gravel and maybe some terracotta blocks, some mud bricks, but the special block, I'm going to show you. Stop sharing for a second. Do you see in this back wall over here? You see how there's some sand and some gravel, right? But I have them labeled. They're actually slightly different. So you'll notice how, for example, there's sand here, right? And there's something called suspicious sand and something called suspicious gravel. So do you see the difference? If you look really closely, you can actually see that these blocks maybe they're a bit darker, right? They have some, kind of looks like kind of like some scarring or some patterns in there.
Yeah.
And those are very special in Minecraft. So do you see over here, there's a little crafting recipe. That is to craft a very cool tool called the brush. And the brush is used to sift through the suspicious sand and suspicious gravel. Because through those two blocks, you can get what are called pottery sherds. And you can see there's a crafting recipe over here. Now, if you combine any 4 pottery sherds, any that are in the game, you can get a decorated pot. And you can see there are different designs on each side, right, from the different pottery sherds. And pottery sherds are just one of several different types of loot you can get from the trail ruins. So if you come over here, I actually have a whole wall to show you. So there are 7 different pottery sherds you could get from the suspicious gravel. There are also 4 different smithing templates. So do you know what smithing templates are?
Yeah, there's stuff to put on your armor.
Exactly. And you can also get this really cool music disc called Relic. You can also find in the trail
Wait,
ruins.
can you play it?
Sure, I'll play it for you. Want to hear what it sounds like? It's a cool one. This one I think is my favorite. Chris, I think we'll have to go to a different trail ruin because I think so far we've we've cleared out the one we were at pretty well.
Oh, there's a bunch left here.
Oh, there is? Okay, awesome. Maybe we should still go to a new one just so Orange Illusioner gets to experience it from the start. But over here now you can see we got the kits, the Trail Ruins kits. So why don't you grab one of those shulkers? And I'm gonna put you into survival mode.
Do I take a brush?
You can also take an extra brush if you want. In the kit, there's a lot of brushes. So, now, why don't we look for another one? So, Chris, would you be able to find another one?
Yep. Let me just admire my work real quick. All right.
So, another really interesting point about the Trail Ruins Orange Illusion is that picture that I showed you of them, right? It doesn't look like much on the surface, but it is mostly underground. It is massive. It is really big. And it looks like you can see Chris is trying to find us another one because I want you to experience it from... Oh, perfect. We got it. All right.
Oh, I found one as well.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe I'll judge which one is it. Let's see. Cool. We got one over here, and then let me check out. Oh,
This one has a library in it, apparently. This one's huge.
okay. I think why don't we go with this one then? Thank you, Art. I appreciate it. I think this one has a library though, which I think will be cool for Orange Illusionist. So I'm gonna teleport you to me. All right.
Are you in survival mode?
I was, except until a second ago. There we go. Now I'm in survival. Okay. All right. So you can see at the surface, it doesn't look like much, right? But if you grab your shovel and we start to sort of dig around it. So the thing we want to do is dig around it. And so let's try to maybe break some of the grass and dig around it. So you'll see on the surface, this doesn't really look like much at all, but you will see this will be absolutely, oh my goodness, massive.
So what about the mob farm?
The mob farm. So depending on how much time we have today, we're going to go over how to make a mob grinder. But we had a little change of plans. I really wanted to show you the trail ruins.
Hopefully we have enough time.
Yeah. Well, we'll make enough time then. Okay. So, do you see there's a very interesting block showing up, Raiden? If you grab your brush, which is the tool you want to use, do you see the suspicious gravel? It's close to that one. There you go. If you hold it down, you'll see an item will start to come out. Okay, so that one, you can get a wide range of loot. That one was maybe the more common loot, right?
So what's the rarest?
The rarest by percentage value, I think, is probably either the music disc or the armor trims. Those both fall under the rarest category.
Can you get a diamond from here?
You cannot get diamonds, however, you can get emeralds, which are cool.
So why is my pickaxe not enchanted?
Oh, well, if you want it enchanted, we can enchant it for you.
Sure, I just don't want it to break.
Oh, how about I can give you, actually, I got from Chris, I can give you, I'm going to duplicate it and give it to you. I got a really cool pickaxe. I can give you a couple of them too if you want. There you go.
Okay.
Awesome.
Can you give me a shovel with breaking free on it?
Sure. You know what? I'll even put an ending on it. That way you'll have the best possible shovel.
So, what is the least used tool in Minecraft?
Is this something you want me to try to answer that you already know the answer to? Or is this something that you want me to try? Like, is this something you already know? Like, it's like a quiz. I have to guess it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let me think. The least used tool in Minecraft. I have to say the brush, probably, because the brush, you only use it for one thing, and that's for when you find suspicious sand and suspicious gravel.
I would save a hoe.
Oh, carrot on a stick. You know what? You are so right. Or maybe even the warped fungus on a stick. Or maybe that one's used slightly more because you can use that to ride the strider mobs in the nether.
So I have a question. If you dig up some suspicious sand or gravel, will it drop?
So if you use a shovel on it, it'll just break. You'll hear like a glass breaking sound and it won't give you anything. So you have to use the brush to.
But how do I know if it's there?
So it looks slightly different than regular gravel. So there's not any. Oh, actually there is one. You got it. Yeah, there you go. Cool. So you'll get some rarer loot as you continue. It's just all up to chance as to what you get.
So you can't use a brush 2 times on one piece.
No, you can't. So you'll see once you use it, it'll turn back into regular gravel. But the more we dig down here, the more we will find. We have just scratched the surface.
So how deep can they go?
Oh my goodness, they can go really deep. In fact, I don't think we'll have the time today to, if you want to do the mob grinder, learn how to make a mob grinder, I think we'll explore part of this because you could do this for hours. In fact, we did a live stream where I think this was all we did one time. This can get really, really big.
Taking some iron.
The deeper you get, the more interesting.
So when's your next survival beginning to this Ender Dragon class?
So that depends on when students sign up. So we're very flexible. It's a week-long camp, so you can either do it Monday through Friday, or we do it so you could do like a couple Saturdays, right? It's like every Saturday or every Friday or something like that. But it just depends on when students sign up.
So is there going to be one today?
Not today, but either next week, like starting on Monday, or next Saturday, like every Saturday, or basically any time from next week onwards.
Hold on, I trapped myself.
Here, I got you. Let's see. As we get deeper, we will find some more suspicious gravel. You can also try to, if you're very careful, you can try to mine some of the gravel to. A lot of times there will be some suspicious some suspicious gravel hiding amongst the irregular gravel.
So the deeper you go, the more gravel there is.
Yes.
These are pretty cool blocks, though. They drop. You can get from them.
Right. All right.
Oh, I just found another suspicious gravel. Then it gave me string. So how many people are watching the stream?
Well, we'd have to check. I don't know, Chris. How many are you seeing? 0 right now. Oh, that's okay.
I was watching, but then I joined.
Right. Yeah, it depends. I think the most people we've gotten live so far, I think was like 17 around there. It depends. It just depends on any given moment. A lot of people too, I've noticed, will watch it after the fact, like when it's done.
Why?
I think maybe because they're busy during the time the live stream's on, so they'll just watch it later. Yeah. Oh, I found a piece of suspicious gravel. It's right behind you if you want to try to. Yeah, it's right there.
I got some. I gotta put some stuff in my shulker box.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking when I was setting up the lesson for today. I was like, oh, it'd be better rather than just putting everything in a chest. Should give students a shulker box. That way they have some storage space.
I've almost got I've got like 2 stacks and 21 pieces of cobblestone.
Wow. Yeah, you can get a lot of cobblestone through this.
So if we do the mob farm, are we gonna build in creative?
Yes, we will build it in creative modes.
And then we'll just do it in survival.
So we're gonna build it in creative mode because to build it in survival mode we'd have to mine a lot of cobblestone. We wouldn't have the time. So
Like it depends on how much we get from this.
Trust me, we will not get enough. It requires a lot of building blocks.
Isn't it like 5 or 10 stacks?
Well, let me think for a minute. I think probably 10 or 12 stacks. Somewhere around there. That's just a guesstimate.
I might make so maybe you should start in your beginning to the Ender Drake class and to do a mob farm.
That's a good idea. So sometimes depending on the size of the class, so whenever the most students I've had, a couple of times I've had 8 students sign up for that one. Then we sometimes do some other smaller projects, and I think one time we did make or try to make a mob grinder. So
I tried to make one time, but I just gave up.
well, don't worry. Today I'm going to show you how to make one. And I have a really easy design, and you know it's easy because so yes, I did see the Zoom message. We can set up the I got the email. So I will be able to do that.
I'm gonna start digging in this. So, how there's lots of bricks here. Come on, water.
Okay.
I want to see what's below this water. Oh,
Ooh, I found some suspicious gravel for you. I was lucky I found one over here.
okay, I'll come in a second.
I'll mine around it, see if I can find anything more. Yeah,
Where
you
is
see it? It's the one on the corner. So remember, you want to use your brush. Good job. Good job. Okay.
Okay. Wait, I think I got the music disc.
What'd you get?
I got the
You got
the host.
host. Oh, you got the host armor trim. Nice. Good
So
job.
after we do this, could we put our armor trims on?
Yeah. We should do that. I have the smithing tables all set up there in that room. I even have all the different possible like ores that you can use to decorate your armor.
I might run out of space.
Whoa, there's some magma blocks down here.
I'll go check that out. I'm gonna run out of space before I can even do anything.
Well, I think let's see. Yeah, it does take up a lot of space. Maybe I can give you another shulker box.
Sure.
Yeah, let me see if I can run the command to give it to you, shulker. Give you a blue shulker box. There you go.
There, so I was able just to fit everything in this, but I definitely will need a new one.
Nice. So
I
we're
found.
going.
I want to show you something I found.
Ooh, I want to go check it out. Let's go see.
I found a little water. I'm gonna dig this way. Maybe we'll find something. It's kind of hard to. No, I'm drowning. No.
Oh no! Here, I think you're good because it's not up to your eyes yet.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Now I'm gonna drown.
Yeah, you might want to go back in there. Cool.
We can do that later. We might check it out once we go back into creative mode.
Yeah.
I think I found some. I found something.
So we're gonna take 8 more minutes to work on this. That way we'll have 30 minutes left to make our mob grinder.
Okay? I got a hoe. I'm happy.
You got a hoe? Awesome.
How fast can this enchanted pickaxe mine?
It's pretty much almost instantaneous, but if you have a beacon with haste on it, it can make it like basically like the shovel. That speed when you're mining like dirt. You're digging up dirt.
Thing is that I don't think it'd be a good idea to put my auto clicker on while I'm holding this. Because I think it'd probably just destroy it.
Yeah, you might accidentally destroy some suspicious gravel, right? Oh, speaking of which, there's another piece over here. You want to try to see what you get?
Do you think you're gonna do? Wait, where is it?
Here? Oh, it's above the dirt, like that piece in the corner. You see how it's a little bit darker? Other side.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Good job.
What is it? It's just gonna be some wheat.
Oh man. That's okay. Well, there's another piece over here. Another 2 pieces, actually. Wow. Here, I better make this a little bigger so you can sort of step back and see it. See, can you tell which 2 are the suspicious gravel? You have to look. Yeah, so, there you go.
Are you gonna do Are you gonna do a class in the preview? Can you do a class in the preview of the next update?
So I cannot because our server, so whenever a new version of Minecraft comes out, it takes longer for them to release the server version of it. So we can't run the snapshots on this server.
So, do you have any other classes after this?
No other classes, no.
Because I was gonna ask you if maybe after this I could. Oh yeah, there is no way to do it.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not. Oh, I found some more suspicious gravel for you.
I wish there was a way to join. We couldn't because there's no way to join in Java. I don't think
Yeah.
there is.
Yeah, so there's some suspicious gravel right there for you. You see on the
What I
over
was gonna
here more.
ask is.
Yeah, like up where I'm standing over here. So you see how this one's darker than the rest of the gravel? It's sort of hard to
There's
tell.
just one.
Yeah, but look at you're getting a pottery sherd, your first pottery sherd. Nice.
I have to throw something out. No, there.
Nice. You got the achievement respecting the remnants. You got your first pottery sherd.
So what I was gonna say, if we could join, I was gonna ask you if we could join in the snapshot and maybe check out some stuff.
Yeah, that would be cool. Unfortunately, we don't really have a way, I don't think, of getting the oh that was hi Chris. Chris is running the live stream right now, so all right. Let's see.
Is it time to start getting to the mob farm?
Would you like to maybe thank you, Chris. Yeah, excellent. Look, broke a piece of it. All right. Would you like to maybe we can switch over to that now that you've gotten some loot? Okay. So I'm gonna go put us back into creative mode then. I'll put you into creative mode too. And I'm gonna go.
Is there a way to just delete all my items? Because I wish there was.
Oh yes, there is. I can run a command for you. But
okay.
You want to maybe save the loot that you got? You got some cool loot.
Well, yeah, I guess I should. But also, it's gonna take forever to delete everything else.
So what if you just place you put all your loot in the 2 shulker boxes you have, and you just place the shulker boxes down? And then once you've placed them down and emptied them, let me know and I can clear your inventory, and then you break them and pick them up again.
Don't I go need a pickaxe? Don't I need to be in survival mode to break them?
Keep them in. Oh, so thank you. Yeah. Is that what you were worried about? About you? No, I think he just wanted to clear his inventory, Chris. Yeah, like he just wanted it emptied. So why don't you put in everything there? I think I've got my shulker box.
I put everything in.
Nice. Okay, cool. Are both of your shulker boxes out there? Because I think you had another one, right? You had your brown one.
Oh yeah, I do. I forgot. There. Now both of mine are.
Nice. Okay, so they're both on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clear your inventory. And then now if you break them, you should be able to pick them up.
I thought you had to do it in survival.
That's what I thought too, but no, it works in creative. Don't worry about it. And then when you pick it up, you'll get all your items. Nice. All right. So let's go back to spawn. And I'll teleport.
Why does it say you were killed?
So if you run the /kill command, it kills you, but it takes you back to spawn. So I'm gonna teleport you to me. Awesome. Cool. So welcome back. So can you guess which one's the mob grinder? Which
Probably this.
Yeah, probably the big stone thing, right?
Because I don't see any other thing that looks like a mob grinder.
Exactly. So if you come back down to the bottom of it over here, so you'll notice this is where you get the items. And you can see this design's very efficient. This has only been running for probably 3 hours in total. And
I can't even open it.
So you have to point your cursor down at the chest. So make sure it's pointed on the edge of the chest. It's not. Oh, can you not open? Oh, right. Spawn protection. Thank you. Yeah, so there's spawn protection here, but I can show you if we. I think there's I'll tell you what's in here. There's just over a stack of gunpowder, just over a stack of arrows, and just over a stack of bones. This is all just from a few hours. That's okay, Art. We can. So
how long?
You want to try to open the chest now? I think they're doing some stuff. Okay, well, thank you. Awesome. So now you can open it, and I want to show you how it actually works, though. How the mob grinder actually works. So
where are the guys dying? Usually they die.
Yes. So why don't you fly up to the top of it with me? And we're going to break in through the roof. So I'll make a little hole and we can come down here. So this design uses no redstone at all. All it is you see how there are different water streams? So the idea is these are the spawning pads and the mobs spawn here. Thank you, Chris. And you fall down the tube, and the height for mobs to die at, most mobs will die at 24 blocks, but witches need 30 blocks. And there's a chance. Thank you, Chris. Chris is spawning some creepers for us. You can see. You can see a demonstration of it.
That's a lot of creepers.
Yeah, so you can see what's happening, right? So that's how it works. So mobs will spawn on these little spawning pads. So it's completely dark in here. Obviously, Chris gave us night vision, but it's completely dark in here. So mobs will
spawn this mob, the pillager. Is he just going to do the exact same thing?
Yeah.
So
he'll fall down.
Is he going to drop anything?
So pillagers normally won't spawn here, right? So normally zombies, creepers, skeletons, spiders, and witches will spawn.
I wish they would spawn.
That's a whole other farm. It's called a raid farm. It's a bit more complicated to get
I wonder, are you ever gonna do a class on making a raid farm?
Well, we can. Since now there's interest in it, we can do one. But do you see how this works?
Yeah. Can we do it today, or does it take too long?
Yeah, it would take way too long. So you see, there's actually, if you fly up, so there's 2 levels here, right? There's 2 levels to the mob grinder, and you see an important little detail to show you is you see how this is actually a 2-block hole I'm standing in. So if this was only one, like if I were to replace some of this, if this was only like a 1-block tall little gutter here, then the mobs would easily be able to get out. Right? Like that. Uh-oh. We have just lost Orange Illusioner. We'll wait a minute for him to rejoin. You think 1 block tall is more effective? Oh, okay. Let's wait for Mr. Orange Illusion to rejoin this soon. Thank you, Chris. It's a really good tip about the trapdoors. Let's see. Make sure we're able to help Orange Illusioner come back. Let's see. I'll send a message to their family. All right. It's a good sign that he's still in Minecraft. You see you're adding the spawners now, Chris. Now we'll get a lot of them. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there we go. Admit. Let's see here. All right, welcome back, Orange Illusioner. Okay, so I see you're back on the server. So Chris has added some spawners and has added these trap doors, and the trap doors are really cool because the mobs mistake them as floors, so they'll fall in easier. You can see they're going to fall in there. So would you like to try to build your own mob grinder?
With you.
Yeah, okay. We'll do it together. All right, so let's fly out of here again.
So are we gonna be put on stream?
Yes, we're on. Well, it depends. So Chris is the camera, and there he goes. He's in spectator mode, so he'll follow us around. Our Minecrafts will be on the screen. Just our Minecraft. Okay, so I think maybe right here is kind of a good spot. All right. So
I was gonna think somewhere more flat.
Sure, you can do that. If you want to choose a spot, you can choose any spot you want will work.
If we were gonna do husks, we would build in the desert.
Yeah, do you want to try to do it with husks? We can make it in the desert.
We will.
So I wouldn't overthink where you build it, because remember, it's a tower that goes up into the sky, so it doesn't need to really be all that flat. Just needs to have a little patch.
Let's maybe do it. Actually, yeah.
Maybe what if right there where you're at, there's this little hill here? So you think this is a good spot? Do you see me behind you, Orange Illusioner? I think
is this a good spot?
Yeah, I think this will work. Or where you're at? Yeah, that'll work. Perfect. All right, so I want you to grab whatever type of building block you want. It doesn't matter. So I used stone last time, but it can be anything.
I'll use. I can't think of some. I'll use quartz.
Nice. You want to use quartz blocks? Cool. I'll grab quartz blocks then too.
I just thought quartz blocks are kind of cooler.
Cool. So do you want to start to try to make the tube? So show me. Remember, it needs to be 2 by 2 on the inside. So can you make the outline of the tube that goes up into the air?
Well, we watched so earlier today, we watched a video, and I was thinking, why not kind of follow what they did? Like, not fully, but I decided it would be kind of cool because we watched a video early today how to make it.
Okay, well this one is a different design. Would you mind using this design for time purposes, because we have only have about 20 minutes left?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So I build the outline.
Yeah. So we want to go 30 blocks. I guess technically 31 blocks up into the sky. So far you're at 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20. So far you're at 20. So I go up 11 more. 24, 26, 28, 30, and then one more. Perfect. Awesome. And then now we just need to complete the tube, right? We leave a little.
Do we have to go up on that all the sides?
Yes. To make the tube. Just remember, like the example build, how there was a little tube that they fall down, right? I can help you with it too. I'll help you place the blocks.
I don't see any cameras.
The camera's invisible. Oh, there you go. Chris decided to make himself visible. He's over there. So Chris is the camera. His Minecraft character. Magic Give is the character, or is the camera rather. So he's in spectator mode, flying around, so he can spectate us.
So after we build it, no.
Oh, there you go.
So after we build it, are we gonna get in survival mode and test it out?
Sure, although you don't need to be in survival mode to test it out.
No. I'm saying for the levels to see how much XP it gives.
Oh, so this is not an XP farm. This is a mob grinder, meaning they fall to their death and then they drop things.
Is there a way to make a mob grinder into a farm?
Yes, actually, it's really easy. All you need to do is make the drop shorter. So you could build a platform that's higher up, so they fall enough to the point where they get down to maybe 1 heart, and then you just hit them once, and then they die and drop the XP.
How many? Does it take longer to build that?
No. Well, why don't we build the rest of the farm, and then we'll adjust it to make it the XP grinder, okay?
Okay.
So do you remember from the example what would we do now?
Build a giant platform.
So there's actually a method to the madness. So water in Minecraft, if you just place one water block down, one water source block, it travels 8 blocks in one direction, right? So each side of our little spawning area, right, needs to be 8 blocks long. Each of the little canals that they fall into need to be 8 blocks long. That way the water travels 8 blocks. So how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to make it 1 block longer. And then there we go. Just like that. And then do you want to grab water buckets and you can place the water back there? So you need to, when you place it, you want the mobs to fall. When they fall in there, they got to go all the way down like this. So if they fall back here, they're not going to go anywhere, right? So what do you think you can do to fix that?
Put more water, I thought.
So we actually need to do the exact opposite. We need to get rid of some water. So if you leave just the water blocks at the back as a source block, now do you see how it makes kind of like a river?
Mm-hmm.
So mobs will
trap doors to make it easier for mobs to fall.
Yeah, you want to place them on the sides?
So why won't let me put it here?
Oh, that's because you put one here. So try to break the blocks, these on the back now, try to place them on the sides. And it should let you. Yeah, there you go. Good job.
So why do they fall easier if there's a trap door?
So the mobs pathfinding, it's called pathfinding AI, mistakes the trapdoors as a floor, right? Because a trapdoor, if it's closed, right, it's technically it's a floor, right? You can walk on top of it. But the AI doesn't know how to distinguish between a open trapdoor and a closed trapdoor. So the mobs will just go to walk and say, oh, okay, these trapdoors must be closed. And they go over to walk on it and then they fall in.
So if they were open, yeah, they could, because 2 open ones would make a perfect bridge to walk over. But
yeah,
wouldn't they actually think they're open Because if they saw they were close, then they probably wouldn't walk.
Oh, or you're right. Yeah, it depends on how you look at it. Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so why don't you? This will be the next water stream here. I'm gonna place. Remember, you want to get your water buckets and just place 2 waters. Both on the blocks at the very back. There you go. Good job. Now it makes a river, and they'll all fall in.
So, isn't there an AFK part to this farm?
You can AFK if you want. Oh, this is one off. Whoopsies.
The thing is that how long does it take for the mobs to spawn?
So when you first make it, it takes a few minutes. But as long as you're nearby, you could be doing anything. I remember my friends and I on our survival server, we had built one of these. And we put it underground, and it was just beneath like our city that we had. And as we were doing things in survival mode, just building and farming above ground, the mobs in the background, right? They would just spawn and fall down. So as long as you're nearby, they will continue to
So
spawn.
probably we'll have enough time to let them spawn and fall.
Yeah.
So what's the next step after making the water?
So the next step is, do you remember? It's kind of like it's a square, right? It's a square. So we need to make the other quadrants of the square, the other sections of the square. I notice you're starting to do that. Good job. Yeah. So you want to finish adding the walls here.
So it's kind of like in 4 parts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think, wait, is this 8? Yeah, you're right. It's in 4 parts. So this is 8 here. So you can place the water there and then maybe add the trapdoors.
Might take a while. I have so much trapdoors to add.
I think you got it. You got it. I'll work on the making the squares, the actual spawning paths.
So what happens if the Enderman spawns up here?
An Enderman cannot spawn up here because the rooms are only 2 blocks tall. An Enderman is 3 blocks tall. But even if we made the room 3 blocks tall, Enderman could spawn up here, but they could not. The farm doesn't work for Enderman. Do you know why?
Because they don't really like water.
Exactly. Good job. Yeah, they do not like water at all. They'll just sort of freak out and teleport away from it. They won't just stay in the water and get pushed down the shaft.
Isn't there a certain farm for Enderman?
There is an Enderman farm. Maybe that's something we can do on another live stream. We can build an Enderman farm. That's something you do in the end dimension.
I feel like all it is you just build this, but you put like one of those ender mites up here.
Exactly.
And then all of them just get angry.
Exactly. Yeah. So you don't need water for that. You just put the endermite. You trap it in a minecart, and it's sort of it would be like hovering in the middle here above the shaft, and then they would all
even you could just make this into it. You would have to spawn the Enderman by yourself, but it would be pretty easy. You just remove the water, and you could make it here. I just don't think many Endermen would ever spawn.
Yeah, no, they would not be very efficient here. Do you know how you get an endermite in survival?
From throwing tons of ender pearls.
Exactly. Yeah.
Are they the only mob that spawns from an item?
That's a good question. If you're talking about in survival mode, because you have all the the spawn eggs in creative mode. Try to think. It depends on what you mean by spawns from an item, because the endermites, if you break a block, they'll spawn. Wither and yeah. Both the wither and the different golems, the iron golem and the snow golem, will spawn, but that's if you place blocks. You're saying from an item, right? Like if you throw
Yeah.
something.
So aren't they adding the copper golem back?
They are not. That was one of the mobs that lost the mob vote. So maybe they will in the future, but they haven't said they're going to add it yet. Which
So when
yeah.
I was getting to, I was just gonna go and play, but then I saw that they were doing some kind of they were doing like um a.
So while we're talking, you want to help me build the roof? You want to help me put a roof on it?
Yeah, I can't. They were like saying something about a Minecraft poison potato update.
Yeah. That was one of the April Fools updates. So they actually made it. It's a real update, but it's just meant to be a standalone, like sort of like a joke update. They always do one every year. They've done it every year, I think, since like 2014, I want to say, or
So
2013.
could you play the version of the mashed
2010.
potato,
That early? Wow.
the poison potato?
Yes, you can. You just go into your Minecraft launcher and you go to the installations tab and you'll see when there's the scroll bar that shows you all the different versions.
Yeah.
You'll see it's there. Yeah. Would be one
But
of
and what does it add?
I haven't played it yet, but I know it adds like a potato dimension.
Oh, I want
Uh
to check that out right after this.
Yeah, so if you
How-
go to your launcher and under installations, it should be near the top. It's like you
Thing
scroll
is,
down.
how do you make a potato putter?
So those I'm not sure. You'd have to check it out. I know I think they're in villages, if I recall. From this, it sounds like Chris has played that one before. Cool. So we have enough time to add the second level. So the one that I showed you was 2 stories. So do you want to add the final part?
Let's just make it this one. I don't think
Okay.
we'll have enough time. We only have like 9 minutes.
Okay. I mean, we'll have enough time to do it if you want to, but if you want to move on to something else, we can do that.
I guess we can move on to something else.
All right. Oh, well, you know what? There's one thing our mob grinder's missing. I'll give you a hint. It's at the bottom. Why don't you come down to the bottom with me, and then you'll see what's missing from it.
Oh,
Remember,
wait,
it's
why is that evoker just chilling here? I gotta get it. Okay, you can just be here. Okay, you can just be there.
All right. So what's missing from here?
Hoppers.
Hoppers, yeah. So do you remember how to place them? So first you want to get your chest, right? Why don't you put your chest down first, and then it'll be easier to, because you want the hoppers pointing into the chest.
So, after you get done with this class, are you gonna go and play the potato one?
No, I'm not. I'm in college and I have some homework to do. So unfortunately, I don't have the time to play. I haven't had the time to play it yet, but
Are you gonna once you have time?
you probably, yeah. So you put some chests down. So it's really close. So you don't want to place the hoppers above the chests. What you want to do is you just need one chest here at the front like that. And I want you to come back and stand back here. And you're going to want to hold down the shift key. You're going to crouch. You're going to want to crouch and then place them at the back of that. So really close at the back of it. You want behind the chest, not on top of it.
No, over.
So going into the chest. Let's see. Is that going into it? If it's, well, we'll be able to find out if I put something. Not quite. So you're really close, but they're both pointing into the ground right now. So why don't you move down to where I'm at? So hold down the shift key. And then you're going to want to look at the back of the chest. Hold down the shift key. There you go. So now they're pointing into
What
that
happens
chest.
if they fall down here? You know.
So now what you can do is stand on top of the hoppers that you've just placed. and hold down the shift key so you crouch and move to the back of the block. So keep holding down the shift key and face. Now right click. So there you go. Good job.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a trapdoor to see if it works. There, it's in.
Good job.
Now we just gotta wait a few minutes.
And one final little touch I'd like to show you. So if you add fences here, so why don't you come back down here for a sec? Yeah. If you add fences here, then that helps to prevent the items, because sometimes when mobs will fall, their items will move, will be like forward like that, so they'll be on top of the chest and they won't get picked up. But if you add fences here, then you can still open the chest, but it prevents the items from falling too far forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah, now we just gotta wait. And waiting is the least fun amount of time. Waiting. I think I'll go and play with some.
Let's wait just a minute. Let's see. I think I saw a zombie here. I think Chris got a zombie for us. Oh.
How about a natural spawning?
A natural spawning one? Let's wait. I'm sure one will be there in a minute.
Is it gonna work the longer you're around it?
No, you don't need to be in survival the cost. I just saw one fall though. You missed it. I think it was a zombie and it dropped 3 rotten flesh if you look into the chest. So you can be in creative mode for the mobs to still spawn. But there was a zombie that fell in here, and now there's some rotten flesh.
So, how much did that zombie drop? Usually they only drop like 2 rotten flesh.
Oh, well maybe 2 zombies fell and died here. But it will take longer because it's only 1 level.
Oh.
Yeah, it's only, remember the one that I showed you was 2 stories, and so more mobs were falling, but it works. And oh, there was another one.
Wait, what? It was a skeleton.
It was a skeleton. Cool.
The thing is, if we leave the world, they're all
Chris is summoning a creeper for us. Oh, there we go. A couple creepers. Thanks, Chris.
So this guy, I don't want to kill him because he does have the bad omen thing.
He does have the bad omen thing.
Oh.
Well, what do you think we can? What do you think we can do, Orange Illusioner, to maybe make this even fancier? Maybe do you want to make a room down here, so like a waiting room, so people can AFK here?
Well, I trapped that guy. If you dig up the top part, there's a thing because you can see. But
here, I have a fishing rod. I can move him if you want. I can fish him out.
No. He stays in there. He has the totem.
He's the guardian of the mob grinder.
Yes. You just guard. I will name tag him so he doesn't despawn.
And then do you want to maybe make a little waiting room down here so people can safely AFK?
Yeah, but can you get a wait, I'm not trying. Will this guy move or not?
Okay, so you'll need to the block you're trying to place.
He's just gonna stay there. I'm gonna test this on a different guy.
Oh, okay. You want to test something?
Can you get a I was not expecting that kind of luck. No. You can just run around. Just don't go near the village. Okay, now please don't make it there. A normal guy. Can you get a name tag that has dinner bone on it?
Yes, I can.
Now I'm gonna make him flip upside down. That's what you get for trying to make me get bad omen. What happened to him?
Oh,
he was here just a second
I
ago.
I think Chris is Chris, you want to try to spawn one more? I think Chris just got rid of him for us. You want to get one more? All right. And I'll put the There you go.
Now, can I have a dinner bone thing?
There you go.
I'll
There's
throw
the
up
name
my.
tag.
It's just funny how you can make. Is
All
this a
right.
glitch or was it part of the game?
They added that intentionally. Dinnerbone was the name of one of the developers of Minecraft.
What is this? You can't even tell that he's wearing a flag because there's just
He's upside
there's too
down.
many people.
All right, we've got 1 more minute left of the live stream. So, would you like to add a little waiting room to your mob grinder here, or are you happy with the way it is? Okay.
I'm gonna name this guy Dinner.
All right. Well, then I'll take this last minute to wrap up the live stream. So, oh, there's an is everything okay? That's as cool as this is, I'm gonna get rid of this so we don't lag the server. All right.
I think
well,
we've
thank
already
you.
done it.
I'm gonna mute on. How should we do this? Chris, should I do this in Discord or do you want me to do this in Zoom? Which way will be easier for you to wrap up the live stream? I want to.
Probably. Well, first we need to end the server and stuff.
All right. Well, I was just gonna say thank you everyone for watching. We do these live streams on the 2nd and 4th Saturday of every month from 3 to 5 p.m. Pacific. And I look forward to potentially seeing you again on not next Saturday, but the Saturday after that on the 27th. We are making, what are we doing? We're building the Eiffel Tower next time. So that's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.
All right, ending the stream now.
Nice.